Nigerian government agrees to extradite Super Cub ABBA to the US. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my great people listening all over the world. You are most welcome to amakasmart TV. We bring you news today on the police officer named ABBA, who has been extradited by the Nigerian government as requested by the United States government. KYARI was accused of committing wire fraud, money laundering, and identity theft. He was also accused of working with one Ramon Abbas, aka known as Hush Puppy, who has pleaded guilty to internet fraud. Please, if you are just listening to our news for the first time, do so well to subscribe to amakasmart TV and also share this news to your friends, to your loved ones on your social medias, and also to your family members. Please always stay tuned to amakasmart TV, where you get the update news, breaking news, both from Nigeria and from across the country. Stay tuned for more details. The Nigerian government has approved the request by the United States of America for the extradition of the disgraced Deputy Commissioner of Police, DPC, ABBA. KYARI was accused of committing wire fraud, money laundering, and identity theft. He was also accused of working with Ramon Abbas, aka Hush Puppy, who has pleaded guilty to internet fraud. A grand jury in April 2021 filed an indictment against KYARI with the approval of the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California. On Wednesday, the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice, ABBA, filed an application before the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court in Abuja for KYARI's extradition. The application marked FHC/ABJ/CS/249/2022 was filed under the Extradition Act 10 Nigerian reports. The AGF said the application followed a request by the diplomatic representative of the U.S. Embassy in Abuja. It is for the surrender of Abba Alhaji KYARI, who is subject in the superseding 3-count indictment. Recently, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, also secured the arrest and detention of KYARI and 5 other officers who in connection with the drug deal. In the affidavit filed in support of the extradition application, the AGF stated that he was satisfied that the offense in respect of which KYARI's surrender is sought is not a political or is it a trivial. The AGF also expressed satisfaction that the request for the surrender of ABBA was not made to persecute or punish him on account of his race or his religion or his nationality or political opinion, but in good faith and interest of justice. The AGF said, having regards to all the circumstances in which the offense was committed, it would not be unjust or oppressive or be too severe a punishment to surrender him. He added that KYARI, if surrendered, will not be prejudiced at his trial and will not be punished, detained, or restricted in his personal liberty by reason of his race, nationality, or political opinions. Malami said he was also satisfied that KYARI has been accused of the offense for which he surrendered his sons. He noted that there was no criminal proceeding pending against KYARI in Nigeria for the same offense. According to court documents, the charge filed along with the extradition application rates count 1. Conspiracy to commit wire fraud in violation of Title 18, United States Code, Section 1349, carrying a maximum term of imprisonment of 20 years. Count 2. Conspiracy to commit money laundering in violation of Title 18, United States Code, Section 1956H, carrying a maximum term of imprisonment of 20 years. Count 3. Aggravated identity theft and aiding and abetting that offense in violation of Title 18, United States Code, Section 1028A and 2A, carrying a maximum term of imprisonment of 2 years. In the request for KYARI extradition, the U.S. Embassy stated on April 29, 2021, based on the indictment filed by the grand jury and with the approval of the United States District Court for the Central District of California, a deputy clerk of the court issued the warrant of arrest for KYARI. The arrest warrant remains valid and executable to apprehend KYARI for the crime with which he is charged in the indictment. KYARI is wanted to stand trial in the United States for conspiracy to commit wire fraud and the money laundering and identity theft. KYARI is the subject of an indictment in case number 2:21 to CR2 00203, also referred to as 2:21 to MJ to 00760 and 2:21 to CR to 00203 RGK, filed April 29, 2021 in the United States District Court for the Central District of California. The embattled Super Corp has challenged the order made on February 22 by Justice Zainab Abubakar of the Federal High Court, Abuja, empowering NDLEA to detain him for 14 days in the first instance. In an application filed by his lawyers, KYARI wants the court to set aside the order for his detention, arguing that the order was issued without him being accorded a fair hearing. The court has scheduled a hearing in KYARI's application for March 8, 2022. According to Daily Trust investigation, insiders said there were spirited efforts by top police officers, including retired senior officer close to the embattled intelligence officer, to give him soft landing in the aftermath of his indictment by the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI) as part of the investigation into the $1.1 million advance fee fraud, including ABBA's romance, aka Hush Puppy. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency was forced to declare suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police DCP ABBA KYARI wanted on Monday following failed attempts by the police top brass to shield him from the latest and previous probes. According to the Daily Trust investigation, insiders said there were spirited efforts by the top police officer, including retired senior officer close to the embattled intelligence officer, to give him a soft landing in the aftermath of his indictment by the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation as part of the investigation into the $1.1 million advance fraud fee, including Hush Puppy. KYARI, who is the commander of Intelligence Response Team (IRT) at the Force Intelligence Bureau of the Nigerian Police Force, and others are now in the custody of the NDLEA over allegation of involvement in drug dealings. It was gathered that the attempts to shield KYARI from facing the full wrath of the law set a section of the management of the Police Service Commission (PSC) against the police top echelon. The Commission has expressed dissatisfaction with the pace of the probe and the initial report produced by a police investigative panel on the matter, which recommended that the embattled Super Corps should be demoted and reprimanded in the wake of serious infractions. One of our sources said President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed disgust over the development. Beyond the president, the diplomatic community is also dismayed, another source said, adding that there is serious pressure all over to bring all those that have hand in the drug deal and other infractions to book. The source said some powerful forces within the police were making moves to justify the apparent delay in telling the world more facts. Initially, they were saying KYARI knows a lot about Nigerians' inner security architecture, and therefore they should be allowed to deal whatever allegations which were leveled against him. However, when the NDLEA went public with what they say, the police handed him over. The apparent delay did not cast the police establishment in good light, he said. It was also gathered that members of the PSC were not on the same page on the KYARI's matter and many other issues. An insider said some members of the commission were favorably disposed with the posture at the force headquarters, while others went to ensure that the mystery behind the latest cooking deal involving KYARI and others were unraveled. The four other operatives are ACP Sunday J. Ubwa, ASP Bawa James, Inspector Simeon Agriba, and Inspector John Nuhu. Also, the NDLEA on Wednesday emphasized that it will not back out from its ongoing investigation, despite subtitle distraction from some high places, even as findings at the force headquarters revealed that there was serious dispute. Observers and security sources believed that the statement by the anti-graft agency, signed by its director of media and advocate Femi Babafemi, was a tacit response on Monday's statement by the police asking the NDLEA to also name its officers in the drug cartel. Recall that a few hours after the NDLEA declared DCP KYARI and 4 others wanted, the police said it has arrested the suspects and handed them to the anti-drug agency, but with a caveat. The police, in a statement signed by its acting spokesman, CPS Olumuyeye Adejobi, said, beyond this, the police investigation also established that the international narcotic cartel involved in this case has strong ties with some officer of the NDLEA at the Akano Ibiam International Airport. This is where we'll draw our curtain for the day. Please do so to subscribe to our channel and also follow us in order to get the updates on KYARI's extradition. Thank you and God bless you.